Hello and welcome back to the Power of Muscle podcast. I'm Miles Betcher, your host today, and we want to bring with you through a little bit of a diet game changer for you. And this diet game changer is the number one food that will change your diet, enhance your energy, and really bring some power back to your muscles, and that is oatmeal. And it is by far the best whole food grain that I've been using for daily, just about daily, I should say. I can't eat every day, but just daily throughout my time as a higher performance athlete, to training to become a high performance athlete, to then training and working with all kinds of clients, from younger athletes all the way through professional and retired athletes. And oatmeal stands above the realm of being a game changer for what you get for such an amazing whole food, a plant-based food. And this is, of course, our base foundation for the Power of Muscle system, because you really have to look at the energize part of energize, engage, and elevate. So before you can elevate, you have to energize. You have to engage your body and tone those muscles and get the performance out of the muscles. And the number one thing to do that is you have to maintain your energy levels and keeping your blood sugars level and keeping yourself so where you're replenishing and rejuvenating your muscle structure by eating enough protein every day and stimulating that protein synthesis from your activities. So the oatmeal is a game changer. Okay, let's go through some of the parts about why oatmeal is a game changer. And by simply adding this to your daily routine, you're going to be giving yourself back the energy, the fat burning power that you've been missing. Okay, so I'm talking about a really regular, good old serving, 160, 200 calories of oatmeal. Okay, not just a little bit of oatmeal, but a full-on serving of oatmeal. And that has so many grams of protein. Right, typically that serving size is about 5-6 grams of protein. You're getting unbelievable amount of proper amounts of fats from that, because it has such a well-balanced fat availability to it. And monounsaturated fat helps clean your system. But the number one thing that helps clean your system with oatmeal is the fiber, the dietary fiber. And of course, dietary fiber has two components to it. It's broken down into two parts of dietary fiber: insoluble or roughage, or soluble or sticky fiber, which is the gelatinous fiber that sticks everything together in a meal when you have your oatmeal and your blueberries and some almonds, and that sticks it all together, that sticky fiber, that soluble fiber, and that makes that sticky fiber, which slows your digestion. It time releases your digestion and allows you to fully absorb and work through the nutrients, because it's more timed release. So this is where oatmeal is a great source of fiber. It's amazing dietary fiber. It has a very well-balanced amount of sticky fiber or soluble gelatinous fiber and insoluble fiber, roughage, which cleanses. And the cleansing that you get, it's not just cleansing that's happening with the roughage on the cleansing of the walls of your digestive tract, but it also, because of the sticky or soluble fiber, that's been shown to have that cleansing of your blood as well. So as that's going through you, your gallbladder is working to cleanse your blood of the extra cholesterol in your blood. And that's why that's the mechanism for having your cholesterol lowered when you have when you have oatmeal regularly. So you see that on all the boxes of, say, Cheerios and those things, which is saying it's a great way to lower your cholesterol. Well, that's what's happening. That's the mechanism, is that the sticky gelatinous fiber is getting the gallbladder to pull that cholesterol out of your bloodstream and deposit it down and get combined in there with that soluble fiber to cleanse your system. So let's also talk about the other thing about this. Why it's so amazing, because if you want to make sure that you're improving your brain function, did you know that your brain lives off the nutrients and thrives off the energy that comes from the carbohydrates, right? So you have long chain complex carbohydrates that are timed released as you digest your oatmeal, right? So it's gelled up together. The carbohydrates are going to be partially broken down in the digestive processes of the stomach, and as that process starts getting broken down, you're going to start to trickle out some of those long chain carbohydrates, and then as it starts going through your tubes, your small intestine, large intestine, you're going to continue to get what your brain needs. That's carbohydrates brought out, keeping your blood sugar levels nice and level as you go throughout the hours and hours that you're in between meals. So in between meals, we want to have where you're not having ups and downs in your blood sugar, but that you're having this timed release blood sugar from the long chain carbohydrates that are provided to you from oatmeal. Now, the other thing about this is the oatmeal. When you have this, it helps you stay fuller longer. Okay, so again, what we found out is that you don't need to eat 5-6 times a day to try to and have protein every single time to try to make sure that you're have satiety, you call it, or feel full for longer and have appetite suppressant. It really comes from the dietary fiber, and if you've had experience with this, like I have, that when you try to eat a whole bunch of meals, but you're never really feeling full in those meals, you're trying to use the protein. Well, protein breaks down, about 10 grams of protein breaks down every hour. So yeah, maybe for about 1 or 2 hours, you feel like your digestion's working, but then that starts to trickle off, right? Whereas if you have gelatinous fiber from oatmeal or other forms of soluble fiber from the other food groups, there's 5 sticky fiber food groups or gelatinous fiber food groups with the sticky fiber in it, and that has everything. But if you don't have enough of it for a meal, you won't have that 2, 3, 4 hours at times where you have your appetite suppressed. You have no feeling of needing to eat again. That's where it really kicks in, that you eat 3 good meals a day with a full volume of the plant-based fibers, the plant-based whole foods, and that contain the dietary fiber that you need recommended every day, 7 to 10 grams per meal, right? And then a good healthy snack, again, containing plant-based dietary fiber meals. And that's what the sticky fiber diet is all about. That's what we have you look at. And that's why oatmeal, again, is a game changer. It's amazing food. You should have it at least once a day, most days of the week. And again, out of 7 days out of the week, right, you have 3 meals a day, so that's 21 meals you're trying to plan and prepare for and have available in your pantry and in your stockpile of foods, your refrigerator, your frozen items. So if you're having, say, just have five meals of oatmeal a day, so it's almost one serving a day, 5 days a week. I like to sometimes have it 7. So now we're talking about that takes a big chunk out of your meal planning, right? Because you're going to have oatmeal, and you just keep that stockpile of oatmeal in your pantry and your cabinets, and then you have that combined with you have your walnuts in there for your protein, and you're also walnuts are amazing for also having the sticky fiber or soluble fiber, which helps again gel up, so you're having protein and more fiber. With that, you're going to have an amazing meal. And of course, throw in a little piece of fruit on the side or maybe in your oatmeal with it, and you're going to have a full meal. So let us know what you think. Let us know if some of your favorite oatmeals that you like to make, because there's a whole variety now. We can get complicated on that too, but you can have soaked oats, whole oats, quick oats, all those. But basically what you're looking for is making sure you have enough oats that you're getting that 4 or 5 grams of dietary fiber, plus adding in the walnuts, so you're building up to now 7 or 8 grams of dietary fiber, throwing in some berries or some other fruits, so you're having 8 or 9 grams of dietary fiber. That's going to be the meal that's going to sustain you, and it's going to have your 15, 20 grams of protein for that meal, and that'll also make sure you're getting the recommended amount of protein per meal as well. So thank you so much. I'm glad you listened. Check out Mind Muscle Memory. We have an article down below in the description about oatmeal and some of these things that if you want to read up on this a little bit more, we have some great links on there. And we also are always here. You check out our social media accounts and channels, rather, so you can gain more perspective on the 3 major steps of the power of muscle, where the first is you energize, you engage those muscles, that cardiovascular capacity, the flexibility in the muscle fascia, make sure it's all working properly. Then you can elevate. You elevate your performance, you elevate your output, and you combine that at the end with some rest, and you're in a system that works. So thank you so much, and we look forward to hearing from you at the Power of Muscle and at mindmusclememory.com. Thank you very much. We'll see you on the next podcast.